Hello there my fellow holotablers and welcome to another Conquest video guide. You'll be able to find this and all my other guides on my SWGOH for Life website, so if you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out. The link in the description below. So in this one I'll be playing through Sector 4, just showing you some of the teams I used here to get progress done both towards Sector and Global Feats. As always, there'll be a separate video for mini boss and final boss nodes following shortly after this video, so be on the lookout for that one if you need some help. But otherwise, let's start this video off by reminding ourselves what the actual feats are here in Sector 4. So we have to win 14 battle with a light side unaligned force users. If you have all of them leveled up, you can form 2 full teams, so this will make it quite easy and straightforward to knock this out. If you only can put one team together, then I guess you can come back and farm some data card materials. Then we have to gain critical damage up 40 times, again not too difficult, I think this one. Then expose 100 times. A bit of a funny situation with this one, I'll show you a few battles examples. Some count, some don't count, so just try to highlight what I found out so that you know what works and what doesn't. And then as well defeating 10 enemies with Captain Drogan, so similar like I think we had, was it with Saw and with Aiden? Was it Aiden this time around? Okay, so let's go ahead first, knock out these exposed teams. So the idea behind this team is that all raise our resistance, and under Rage Jedi training lead, whenever you critically hit an enemy with resistance, I think there's like 70% chance to land unexposed. So while you're knocking out your unaligned force users, right, then you can also get a few exposes out there with the free raise. That was the general idea, but obviously we need to verify that these exposes do count. Where it comes from is because somebody did mention it didn't work for them, so I really want to check out what's going on here. Let's see if we can get an expose. There we go, we got one expose on Django. At least one that I noticed. We got another one there on boss, so at least 2 should be counting here, if not more. Okay, there we go. Okay, they got another one on Dengars and another one, so looks like should be credited there for at least 4 exposes, if not more. So let's go ahead and check out the feat tracker, and 0 exposes. So I guess it's true, Rage Jedi Training's lead does not count for some bizarre reason. Not sure why, but just so that we know, we will not be wasting our time running Rage Jedi Training lead for the expose feat. Then another way to get exposes, at least in theory, right, we have to verify it, is Admiral Raddus with the Rogue One, because under his leadership, whenever Rogue One ally is critically hit by an enemy, that enemy gets exposed, which can't be resisted. Now, somebody also mentioned for my previous video, I used Raddus for the Days feed. They say that his leadership does not count. So guys, thanks for letting me know about that. So the question is, if Days doesn't count from his leadership, will expose count? Let's go ahead and find out. No idea until you try it in this Conquest. It seems like there we go. So the good target for this is like teams that do lots of attacks, like Mandalorians, Phoenix, Mon Mothma, Geos, that kind of teams that do lots of attacks, lots of small attacks, that is. As you can see, we're landing a lot of exposes on here. Yeah, we got 4 or 5, we got plenty of exposes here actually. It doesn't matter, win or lose, it should still count, all these feats should still count. So let's go ahead, check the tracker. Are we still on 0 or are we actually making some progress? Oh, there we go, we got 45 exposes from one Admiral Raddus battle. So that's good news, I guess. Still makes no sense why Days from his leadership does not count, but expose does. But expose from Rage Jedi Training lead doesn't count as well, so it's really weird, to be honest. Okay, let's go ahead and try out another exposed team. So this one relies on Jin's leadership, so whenever we land debuffs on the enemies, there's a 50% chance to also land an expose on them, which can't be resisted. So the idea is also then with C3PO, right, in Unique as well, whenever we use basic, we can land expose on enemies. So it's a combination of Jin and C3PO, hopefully landing those exposes. Let's just keep an eye out on how many exposes we are landing. We were on 45 before this battle. Sure, just give me a basic, I guess. Okay, there we go. Alright, perfect. So got one expose there on Django from C3PO's unique, and then we got 15 more from Jean's leadership. Same thing there, as you can see, we're getting a lot of exposes on these guys. 16, 17 exposes. So if all of these exposes counted, we should be close to completing this feat. No message popped up for completing it. Okay, so I was on 45 and now I'm on 60 exposes. So it doesn't look like all of them counted. So maybe only C3PO's unique counts there when we use basics. So that's where 15 exposes come from. I don't know. Or maybe Jean's leadership does work. But if those debuffs came from like volatile accelerator data disk, or any sort of data disk that applies debuffs, and the expose is triggered by the debuff from a data disk, then it doesn't count. So maybe Jean's leadership works or not really entirely sure because of all these debuff data disks. But definitely C3PO should be working, I think. And anyway, let me know if anyone tried Jean and without C3PO and actually see if they did get credited for exposes. Okay, so another team that we want to try out, Finn as well. We've got exposes here, obviously. So hopefully we can get something going. We got Poe, Resistance Trooper, Resistance Pilot, all landing exposes, Finn as well. So hopefully we can knock out quite a few here, unless they don't count, same as with Rey's Jedi training leadership, right? Okay, so Cere getting a turn because of her own unique. Now we can get our turn meter train rolling. Get those exposes flowing, push back turn meter with Poe, and I'll just keep going. Yeah, keep pushing. There we go. All right, well, let's go after Kana next, I guess. Get a stun, more exposes. He's down as well. Finishing off Hera, Sabine, and finally let's go ahead and wreck Ezra as well. So I believe we were on 60 exposes before this battle. So let's see if we actually got credited for any. Did we? Okay, there we go. So I got 34 exposes from these battles. So looks like the best and I guess reliable way is Raddus lead with Rogue One, then Finn with Resistance, and then also C3PO there from his unique as well. It looks like these are the ones that work. Not entirely sure about Jean, that is, what's going on with her leadership. Okay, so with expose teams out of the way. If you are doing Unaligned Force users here with Rey's, might as well now run Galactic Legend Rey in place of Rey Jedi Training because exposes don't count, and obviously Rey's lead is better than Jedi Training's Rey. And that's pretty much it. I mean, Padme, she's annoying with her stat fast retribution, but the damage immunity there, saving our bacon there, helping us out to survive a bit longer, so we can finish up hopefully this for a 3-star win. And then the other Unaligned Force user squad is Cere with Cal and all these guys. And I was really surprised, like the first time I have these guys now leveled up and I was using them in Conquest. And I was really surprised how good they are, to be honest. I ran them all the way down to like, I don't know, 30% stamina, and they were wrecking everybody for 3-star wins. Even like at 30% stamina, just so much survivability here. Now they don't have a lot of damage, don't dishing out a lot of debuffs, so these battles do take a couple of minutes. They're not like, 10-20 second battles, but still, you can make very good progress for the Unaligned Force user feat as well, just with these guys if you don't have Rey. And then we do have the Drogan feat as well, remember, defeating 10 of them with Drogan. So just try to do your CLS squad here. Voluntary Vanguard a little bit working against me in this one, putting their mark on Drogan, but we'll just see if we can push through, see if we can line up any hits with Drogan. There we go, we got one kill there with Drogan. Let's see if we can line up another one, get an assist here. Oh, okay, so Echo is ready to be taken out by Drogan. I don't want to deal any damage. Let's do blind, let's do shoulder shrug. Maybe 2 kills in this one with Drogan. Maybe more reliable way is just reverting to what we'll be doing with all these kills most of the time. Running them under Jedi Master Luke. Keep calling Drogan for the assist with Heritage Teachings. A little bit what's working against me now more and more when it comes to these feats with kills, now that we have faster enemies in the upper sectors. I did not have unstable decelerator data disk at this point, so it doesn't really offset the turn meter gains they are getting from volatile accelerator. So then sometimes enemies get a turn and die from damage over times instead of Drogan lining them up. Now we got damage immunity in Fifth Brother, get Basti for a turn so she can dispel it and finish this off. Then of course if you do have Galactic Legend Leia, you can run also Drogan under her, but similar thing I would see less, maybe a little more difficult to line up these hits. Using C3PO in there for obviously if you want to still get some exposes done for exposed feet, and then Han and Biggs can help you out with critical damage immunity in this one. There we go, I was able to line up a hit there with Drogan. Okay, there we go, maybe got a couple of Drogan kills in this one. Now in terms of the critical damage up feat, I found if you do have Kylo is a good one. Just run him with full first order squad with all attackers, because with Kylo whenever dark side allies gain advantage, they will be getting critical damage up, so this will really help you getting this critical damage up very fast. And also by running a full first order squad, right, then we do get also credited for a battles for the global first order feat. Jango had to do it, he just had to snipe their 1 star for me. So let's continue here with the global feats. We got Ewoks as well. I was so surprised so far, really like Relic 7 Nisa really hanging in there, carrying the Ewoks to do things they were not able to do before. Unfortunately there again, Voluntary Vanguard, similar like in the Drogan battle, kind of working against me because they were able now to stun Nisa, and with her out of commission, unfortunately you can't really get so much going because we don't have her assist. We cannot use Elder in this squad, which means no cleanse as well on Nisa. So unfortunately it'll take a couple of turns before she can start participating in the battle, but as soon as she does join, you know, this battle will be over very quickly. There we go, we got Nisa now, look at this. All these assists and everything. And also I think both Nisa and Wicked, they can get critical damage up as well, so a little bit helping out with that feat as well. Getting you down for a nice win. Then of course we have the global Mandalorian squad. So as in the sector 3, I actually started opting out for Armor Elite because we start off with critical damage immunity buff, and then as well bonus protection, just making us more durable here. Just make sure to remove some mods from Armor so that Bow is tankier. So then she gets their from Voluntary Vanguard mark on her. Because she's a scoundrel, Armorer is not. That means that then obviously Beskar Mando can put damage immunity on her if she gets in trouble. She gets 3 stacks of Beskar, even more durable. And then finally we have Sabine here, her AoE there can as well land exposes on the enemies. There we go, right on cue, just helping out with the exposed feat as well. Okay guys, so this is all what I wanted to show you in today's video. So these are the teams here that I used in Sector 4 to get very good progress done towards all the feats. As you can see, critical damage up, exposes done as well, Captain Drogan done. So I really need to go back, do a few more unaligned force user battles, and I will complete everything here in Sector 4. So thank you for watching this video. Hopefully I'll see you in the Sector 4 mini boss and final boss video shortly after this one. But until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.